Most procrastination advice assumes that the issue is one of discipline or that you lack a sort of a productivity system or something like that. And I don't think it is. In my experience, it's a nervous system issue. It's not about discipline, it's about safety. And think about, how procrastination feels. Like you don't feel good, you don't feel comfortable, you don't feel safe when you're procrastinating. Maybe you're endlessly worrying and trying to plan and prepare something perfectly instead of just diving in and getting started. Or you're continuously finding ways of avoiding or distracting yourself from the tasks that you need to do. Or kind of this panicked rationalizing of, well, I don't really need to do it because this reason or that reason. And you can feel in your body the discomfort that's there, and it's that's really driving the procrastination. Because I used to be, and still am to some extent, but it's hugely different. An incredible procrastinator, just astonishing. I was so restless, like trying to sit down at my desk for 5 minutes was like trying to train a monkey to play the clarinet. It's just they're just running all over the place. You're trying to be like, no, just hold these, just trying to get the clarinet in its hands, and it's just like running up the walls, up into the trees. It was insane. And I would get through my exams and the essays I had to write at university by working in like sort of little 3-minute chunks, just hacking away, just with sheer determination. Not really understanding that the problem was deeper. And there's a lot of shame I felt about it. I thought something was wrong with me. Like, why the hell can't I sit still? It's because I had all this trapped fight or flight energy in my body that was so scared of what could be the consequences of doing my work. Because that's it. Why tasks feel unsafe is because they're connected to past experiences that we've had. It's like, I remember that when I was small, I did a thing once. I did some homework, and the teacher criticized me. That my parents criticized me, or they said I didn't do it right, and I felt like I felt bad. And that's it. We end up being afraid of failing and then being rejected, not getting approval, or we're going to make a mistake and then we're going to get rejected, or we're going to be seen. If we produce a piece of art and put it out for everyone to be seen, or a social media post or a video that we've done, then we might get rejected, and that's going to be painful. If we succeed, if we do really well, that might bring on some more attention, which could feel really threatening and unsafe, right? And it's these feelings that were built up through our childhood that were connected to the things that we did, the tasks we did, the homework, the art projects we did. When we saw other people being criticized, even at school. We saw someone else make a mistake and they got slapped on the wrist, and it's like, oh, better not do that. And the whole system is just learned. Well, procrastination is basically like, if I just don't do this thing, then I won't make a mistake, I won't fail, I won't be seen, and I'll be okay. I won't have to feel that feeling. Which is, strictly speaking, accurate. It works in that sense, but the issue is that there's always, this is only one part of us. There's another part of us that desperately wants to do our taxes, because it's like, that might be quite helpful. Or to express ourselves artistically, or to be seen and to have attention. It's so contradictory. Often there's a part of us that craves attention, another part of us that absolutely doesn't want attention. And that's where the procrastination feels so uncomfortable, in this middle ground of being pulled towards the task that we want to accomplish and then being simultaneously repelled from it. And we're stuck in the middle, just going, ugh, just feeling really, really uncomfortable. Technically, you could say this is a freeze response. It's when we feel wired but stuck. We're wired with this fight or flight energy, this sympathetic energy in the nervous system that wants to engage, do the thing, and then this layer of stuckness on top that's keeping us frozen, withdrawn, and disengaged, out of fear of making the mistakes and so on, everything that I just said. So what can you actually do, practically speaking? So don't try to discipline and force yourself. This tends to add more stress to the body, to the situation, to the mind, right? It's like you're already feeling uncomfortable and unsafe, and then you're just adding shame and stress on top. And it's really not the way. It can work sometimes in the short term, but over the long term, over years, that's just going to burn you out. And people do get burnout. Often it's a lot of it people forcing themselves to do things they don't want to do. That's where a lot of burnout comes from. Instead, the first thing is you want to explore the resistance. You want to get with the resistance, get curious about it, and move with it. So this could be noticing it, first of all. You notice that you're procrastinating, and just ask yourself, what feels unsafe about this? What am I afraid is going to happen here? Really? Is it that I'm going to make a mistake? Is it that I'm afraid of completing this because then I'll be seen? What'll it be? Sometimes as well, it's not procrastination, it's a clue. You're doing something that's just not for you. You're trying to force yourself to be someone you're not. And that can also feel very similar. So keep an eye out for that one too. Then you want to notice in the body, okay, where is this resistance? I notice I'm resisting because I'm afraid of making a mistake. Where do I feel it? Well, I feel tension and heaviness in the chest. It's like, okay, can I put my attention there? And really meet that feeling of the heaviness and the tension. Then you want to get to know it and get radically honest about what's really going on here, because it's got nothing to do with the work. It's got everything to do with something much older and deeper within you. So just ask that part of you, if you had a voice, what would you say? What do you want to communicate to me? You might get a response. Maybe it just goes, ah! Maybe it goes, I'm afraid. Maybe it goes, I don't want to. Whatever comes up, just let that land. Let it repeat itself a few times. Let it resonate. Just accept it. Maybe you might ask it, what are you afraid is going to happen? Are you afraid that you're going to get, your boss will get angry at you? Are you afraid that people will reject you? Are you afraid you'll get some nasty comments on a YouTube video that you post? Get to know this part of you. So now it feels heavy, it feels tense. It wants to go, no. And it's afraid that, people are going to judge it. Then see if you can just feel 10% of it. Just lean into that heaviness. Just let the heaviness be heavy. Just for a little bit, as long as it feels manageable. Just allow some of that feeling to be felt. And in that, it can start to soften. Or at least you can realize, actually being with this, it's not comfortable, but it's okay. It's not going to kill me. Then you can take a little break. You could resource yourself. You could help yourself feel more safe after you've felt that for a moment. A good one for feeling more safe, I quite like, is just stroking down the arms. They call this havening, and just breathing out through the mouth. Or you can just put a hand where you feel the emotion and just let that part of you know, hey, it's okay. I'm here. No one's judging you. You're totally okay right now. Not to push, not to change it, not to try and convince it, hey, but just to support it. Or you can check out my video on resourcing for all kinds of different ways of resourcing yourself. But the key here is just you feel it for 10%, and then you just bring in a bit of safety with a bit of touch, a bit of breath work. You just could look around the room. Then maybe you feel another 10%. You just go in and feel that painful heaviness. I'm going to make a mistake. Ooh, I'm going to make a mistake. I'm afraid. I'm afraid of making a mistake. Allowing it, feeling it in the body. Then see if you can take one step towards your goal. If you're wanting to create and publish a YouTube video, maybe you just choose the topic. And that's the first step you take. You just say, I'm not going to do a video. I'm just going to choose a topic for a video. That's all I'm doing today. And just nibble away at it at bite-sized chunks. And you can pause occasionally just to notice that resistance, drop into your body, feel a bit of the feeling, bring a bit of safety to it. It's just about feeling it, safety, and being really honest about what's going on. I'm just really afraid of making a mistake. Fuck, that's okay. So, short and sweet one today. I hope that helps. And get in touch, add a comment with any questions or your own experiences of procrastination. If you want some support one-on-one with me to, help you with nervous system regulation, processing your emotional wounds, working through difficult behavior issues like procrastination, then reach out and I will see you later.